I have moved to a good home. I leave behind the ice house. Dan Andrews would rather I lived with an ice addict, and that you should too. For some, at the moment, the sex party has more credibility. From 2015. The deficit is dangerously high. The Senate is blocking needed cuts. But a recent lift in ore prices and a smaller than predicted unemployment figure have meant a smaller budget shortfall than expected. But while the $45 billion debt will be higher than reality, it will still be over $40 billion, and that is unsustainable. Eventually, if it is not addressed, Australia will lose her ability to fund essential services. One cannot own what they cannot afford. The sliming of Mr Abbott is revolting. Fairfax have released a cartoon portraying Mr Abbott in 4 faces, with a number on each forehead. The number represents each time Mr Abbott has referenced what each face is about. Death Cult has 346 references, Ebola has 68 references, ICE has 53 references, domestic violence has 43 references. The PM is a spokesman whose job it is to refer to these issues, but Fairfax owns newspapers which are supposed to report, not spin issues. How many times have the Fairfax mast-heads mentioned Mr Abbott negatively without reporting what he has been doing? Literacy and numeracy tests begin today for about 1 million children around Australia called NAPLAN. The 3 days of tests are very good at measuring achievement standards across schools, showing how resources can best be allocated. The tests are also good at tracking student progress, as the tests are carried out for years 3, 5, 7, and 9. The tests could also highlight teacher performance, but teacher unions have opposed that. The ancient anti-test lobby point out that tests are no substitute for love and celebration of personal goals. While that has no relevance to the issues, it is, as it goes, right. On this day in 304, Roman Emperor Diocletian ordered the beheading of the 14-year-old Pancras of Rome. Pancras' mother died when he was born. His father died when he was 8, and he was left in the care of his uncle. They became Christians, and when Diocletian began his persecutions, Pancras refused to sacrifice to another god. At first amused, Diocletian ordered his beheading. In 907, Zhu Wen forced Emperor Ai into abdicating, ending the Tang dynasty, after nearly 300 years of rule. 922, after much hardship, Abbasid envoy Aman ibn Fadlan arrived in the lands of Volga Bulgars. His writing on the expedition is an early written account of life among the pre-literate Vikings. 1191, Richard I of England married Berengaria of Navarre, who was crowned Queen Consort of England. The same day as Queen, she never set foot on English soil. 1328, Anti-Pope Nicholas V, a claimant to the papacy, was consecrated in Rome by the Bishop of Venice. He is called Anti-Pope because he was made Pope by order of the Holy Roman Emperor and not through the traditional agency. In 1510, Prince of Anhua rebellion began when Zhu Zifan killed all the officials invited to a banquet and declared his intent on ousting the powerful Ming dynasty eunuch Lu Zhang. During the reign of the Zhengde Emperor, Zhu was eventually captured and allowed to kill himself before being executed. 1551, National University of San Marcos, the oldest university in the Americas, was founded in Lima, Peru. 1588, French Wars of Rebellion. Henry III of France fled Paris after Henry of Guise entered the city and a spontaneous uprising occurred. 1619, Dutch statesman Johann van Oldenbarnevelt was sentenced to death for high treason. It was a tragedy. He had merely been a good diplomat. 1689, King William's War. William III of England joined the League of Augsburg, starting a war with France. 1743, Maria Therese of Austria was crowned Queen of Bohemia after defeating her rival, Charles VII of the Holy Roman Emperor. 1780, American Revolutionary War, the largest defeat of the Continental Army, Charlestown, South Carolina, was taken by British forces. And in 1797, the First Coalition, Napoleon I of France, conquered Venice.